So from here, we've heard different subject matter experts come up here and talk about the current situation that we have here in Guatemala, which obviously affects the other countries represented here, to include the United States. So I would like to speak about some of the programs that my office, the CBP Office of the Attaché, Customs and Border Protection, they're at the U.S. Embassy, and what we as a country team are doing to be able to provide capacity building to the government of Guatemala, different agencies, under the intelligence and security of what this forum is. So some of those programs that we work with, I work with jointly with the International Narcotics and Law Enforcement there with the embassy. So with that, it gives CBP the authority to bring down subject matter experts, other subject matter experts, to be able to provide this training and capacity building to the Guatemalans. Mostly we work a lot with the Customs, with SAT, la Policía Nacional Civil, and different agencies within the government of Guatemala. So those programs, they're tailored specifically to meet certain requirements that are requested. For instance, last year, President Giammattei, he did request specific assistance from Customs and Border Protection to provide assistance in combating the corruption that we have at the seaports and that we've seen, because obviously Guatemala is plagued with corruption, illegal trafficking, violent crime, which undermine investment opportunities, for different people. These programs develop efficient and effective trade enforcement. They encourage adherence to international standards for trade facilitation, and they identify specific areas where CBP can provide technical assistance that can foster economic development and help support one of our long-term goals of addressing the economic root causes of migration to the United States. Human smuggling and human trafficking is a lucrative business, for the criminals. On average, $6,000 to $9,000 that they charge for taking one person up to the United States illegally. That's not counting the cartel in Mexico, who you have to pay for to use those routes when they pass through either up into Southwest Texas. Obviously, that is money laundering. That is basic. It's all a network. Either money laundering, for commerce, or money laundering for illegal migration. It's all a network. Through our capacity building, we have identified lack of cooperation amongst Guatemalan authorities. This, for instance, at the seaport, it does result in delays of release of goods, hindering the flow of commerce. Some are ineffective risk management procedures and ineffective controls, which don't adhere to international standards. For instance, working with the Guatemalan Customs, they've requested specific training and valuation and classification of merchandise. So all this training specifically targets and analyzes and does the risk analysis for anybody trying to do illicit transactions. This decreases governmental redundancies, increases transparency, and promotes economic competitiveness. So we do have a good transparency from the SAT, the Superintendente and Intendente. They're great partners. They're very welcoming, and we appreciate their specific assistance when it comes to targeting these illegal activities. Some other programs that assist us is the information exchange agreements that we have with Guatemala. For instance, the Customs Mutual Assistance Agreement, the Foreign Electronic Cargo Data Exchange Program. Those are both programs, again, that are targeting and eventually identifying, disrupting, anybody in the illicit trade or in money laundering. We have other information exchange agreements, for instance, working with our Homeland Security partners and other law enforcement agencies there at the embassy. With that information exchange, we can share with our partners, our Guatemalan counterparts. This also, if you've seen driving around out towards the interior of Guatemala, there's interagency checkpoints. So those are established with the assistance of the INL. Again, not just because merchandise has cleared customs and clears the port, doesn't mean that it's already cleared for all the goods. We set up the police officers, and we do provide the training there, for the interagency checkpoints to continue providing that assistance and targeting those containers that are coming in. We have vetted units, and through this program, this other program is specifically what we're hoping for in the long term is to instill discipline and a spirit de corps that the police need, and we've heard from other partners here that is something that they're known for, right? The police been known for corruption, other bad actors. So through these vetted programs, that's what we're hoping to break a certain part of the culture, so that the police is seen as not corrupt and working towards making a better Guatemala. And obviously, our commitment here with the Customs and Border Protection continues. It will always continue here in supporting through Ambassador Pop and the embassy. But again, I want to give thanks to everybody for the attention and for the continued support that. Once all this training, obviously, it does make the border safer for the United States. So, muchas gracias.